Now, in the previous video, we talked about the customer panel. I showed you guys how to add a customer panel or create a customer panel page inside of WordPress for your Amelia bookings, how to connect the page inside of Amelia, and then what it actually looks like in the back end in a customer perspective. Now, in today's video, I want to show you from the admin perspective. So today we're going to be adding a admin panel page, adding the shortcode to the page, connecting it in the Amelia end, and making sure that the employees are going to be given the same similar type of dashboard where they can monitor and edit and just manage their upcoming appointments. So as you see right here, we are on the admin page. Similar to the other ones, if you guys have not watched the other videos, be sure you guys go back and watch them. There's some good tutorials, and they're pretty short. But you see right here, we have the dashboard for the employee, Kathy Lewis. If you guys have been following along, you know this is the employee overseeing all of these services inside of Amelia. So right here, right off the bat, she can see underneath the appointments tab, all of her upcoming appointments. So today we see that we have one appointment, that's why it's the color blue right now. And we can see that we have this one appointment with this particular client right here. Now, if we were to just click this drop down, we can see the pricing and the duration. We can even come here and we can change the status of the actual appointment. And we can also just come here to these three dots and click on edit. And this will allow us to be able to make any edits to our existing appointments. So let's just say our customer called us and they're like, hey, I'm stuck in traffic and the signal is bad. Can you, change my time to a little bit later? And if you are the admin and you have a little time, you can just come in here, click on time, and you can change that. You can change anything else as well. And you also have this little check that's going to be checked by default that will notify the customer of these changes, which I think is super important. So be sure you keep that check. But you also have the option to change the details of the customer and even their payments. You can see their payment details here, like paid deposit. So if you need to ever see if your clients paid the deposit, this is where you can go and do that. Now, I haven't talked about the deposits just yet. Be sure you guys have your notification bells on because I will be talking about that soon. But that's pretty much it. This is overall how you can add a admin panel to your WordPress website as the admin behind or the owner of your booking website. And I'm going to show you guys how to add the page, add the shortcode to the page, and I'm going to go over the details of what this actually looks like from an admin perspective. So let's go ahead and hop right into it. So similar to the customer panel, we're going to go over here to pages, all pages, and we're going to go ahead and add a new page. Now, inside of WordPress, you have to title your pages. So I'm going to go ahead and just put admin panel right here. And I'm going to go ahead and publish this page. And once it's finished publishing, I'm going to go ahead and edit it with Elementor. Now that Elementor is open, I'm actually going to go back to my client portal page. Let's just copy this banner. Let's paste it inside of our admin. We're going to change this to just simply say admin right here. I'm going to go up here to the page settings really quickly just so I can go ahead and put in my same color that I was using for the divider here. And there we go. And now the next thing we need to do is go ahead and add in our shortcode. So we're going to go up here to the elements or the widgets tab. We're going to type in shortcode and we're going to drop in a shortcode onto the page. Now, just like last time, remember guys, the links are in the description box below. We're going to go to the Amelia shortcodes and I'm going to look for the employee panel, which is right here. And again, just like when we did in the previous video, if you guys missed it, go ahead and watch that one. We did the customer panel and I kind of went over the reasons why you see 3 different shortcodes here. Now for the employee, you also have 4 different shortcodes and it's similar. Basically, if you're only doing appointments on your, your booking site that you have set up for yourself, then you can only put this one, the shortcode that only has the appointments, because you are not worried about anything else like events. Well, if you are only doing events, vice versa, and you're not doing appointments, then here, this shortcode will be perfect for you. But the safe spot for me is definitely going to be one of these. And I would say this one right here is good. That way you get the full employee panel. And this will show you anything in regards to your appointments. And even if you have events now or if you're going to do them later, it'll also show you your appointments or your bookings for your events as well. This one right here just said it hides the profile settings. This way you don't have to worry about looking at profile settings and et cetera, et cetera. You can just get straight to what you need. And this one right here. Again, I like to have full access as an employee, and I highly recommend you guys do the same thing. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to copy this short code right here. And back inside the editor, I'm going to go right here to the short code where it says enter the short code, and I'm going to go ahead and paste it right there. Now, another thing I like to do is just go to the overall container. I like to make sure that I put a little padding at the top and the bottom. Let's just do 20. I could have just did that all the way around actually. And on the main container, I also want to center align everything like so. And that's pretty much it. All I have to do is paste in the short code and go ahead and publish. Admin panel right here, and as we see, we are logged in as Kathy Lewis, which is, if you watch the very first video to this Amelia series, you know that Kathy Lewis was actually, or Lois, this actually Lois, guys. I've been saying Lewis this whole time and I spelled out Lois. Anyways, Kathy Lois is the person that I did set as the primary employee. So as you see, we're logged in as her now, and we can see the current appointments. So we see that today we have this appointment right here that's at 1:30 p.m. So we can go ahead and take care of this appointment. And then we can see all of the appointments we will have for tomorrow on the 26th, then the 27th, and even the 30th. So right here, we'll be able to see all of our appointments. And if we just click right here, we can see a little bit more details, how much that person paid and how much or how the duration is for this particular service. Now, there's a few settings we need to go back through. So let me just make it very clear that what we're about to go through now is just some settings that you need to have set. So let's go back to our WordPress dashboard. So back on the Amelia dashboard, the first thing I do want to make sure that you have is make sure that if you go to the users, all users, make sure that if you followed along with the first video that we created, be sure that you do create or have that employee, that Amelia employee, as an actual user. So as you see I'm going to show you the Amelia employee in just a second, but you see the username right here is that Kathy Lois person that I did create as the Amelia employee inside of Amelia. And you see she's actually right here with that same exact role inside of the WordPress user. So that's the first thing you need to make sure that you have in order to access the admin panel. Then the next thing is to go over to Amelia. And again, we're going to head over here to the employees tab here. And again, you're going to see that I also have the Kathy Lois right here as well. Now, if I were to just click on her and click on edit employee, you will see right here that you do have to add in a WordPress user. So all you have to do is click on here and you can just choose the user from there. Now, I can't do it from this page because I'm actually logged in as the admin of my overall website. I'm not logged in as this actual person. However, you would be doing this. Let's say you created your WordPress site, which you will have your WordPress up here, right? Your name will be up here. This same person will also be this person. So for me, I just created a separate person for this, so I don't see the connection here. However, you will see it if you were logged in. You will see WordPress user. You just click on that and you choose your exact WordPress user. Now, I've already done that. It's just not showing here, but that's perfectly fine because everything works. However, that's what you have to do. Then the next thing you need to do is after you have the employee created on Amelia, you have the employee created as the user here with the role. The next thing you need to do is go down to Amelia settings. And here is going to be similar to what we did with the customer panel. We're going to go to roles and permissions, and we're going to choose employee. And as you see right here, we have a few different settings we can go through. The first one, the most important one for the admin panel to work, is make sure that you go here to admin access and permissions and you actually paste in that URL right here. Now, remember earlier we created the admin panel page and we edit the page and put the shortcut on there. Now you need to put in that URL right here. And there we go. That's our admin panel. Again, there's our website, and then we have admin panel as the slug because that's the page we created. It was called admin panel. Then you have some options here. So you can allow employees to manage their appointments, allow employees to manage their customers, or allow them to manage their events. Now, these were not set as you just saw. They were not already set. So I'm going to actually toggle these on so you can see what it looks like now that we do have these options right here allowed. Then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go up here. Now, again, this is totally up to you. You can set up how you want. You can limit the appointments per employee. I'm going to keep that down. I'm going to toggle it off. I don't need that. But here you have manage the personal schedule. So you can allow employees to manage their services if they want to. You can allow them to manage their special days. You can allow them to manage their schedule and even their off days. So in general, you can let or allow your admins or your employees to go inside of their admin panel and make any type of edits they want. Let's go ahead and toggle all that on. Let's click save and let's go right back into the admin panel. All right, so I'm back inside of the admin panel, and this time, what do you see? Now, remember before we only was able to see the appointment, the time, and that was pretty much it. But now it looks a tad bit different. Well, now we can see the actual person who made these bookings appointments, which as you see is just my name over here. But now if we were to drop this down, we even see that we have a lot of other options. So right here, we can change it to cancel. We can reject it. We can title them as a no-show if we want to. And we can even come in here and we can edit their appointment. So come here and we can change whatever the details we want to. If we want to change their dates, if we want to notify the customer of any of the changes we're making, let's say our client probably reached out to us through email and they're like, hey, I'm stuck in traffic and I have no signal. Can you go in and edit my booking? This is where you can do that as an admin. You can come in here and you can change all of these and you can notify them. That way they can get the updated email with the changes. You can even go here and you can make edits to the actual customer themselves. So of course you can always delete the customer if you want, or you can change up their settings right here. Then you also have their payment, so you can see all of their details right here, whether or not they paid a deposit, which there's going to be another video. If you guys want to learn how to make deposits, be sure you guys are subscribed and your notification bells are on. But you have all of those details right here. So this is how you can get really, really creative in terms of editing your appointments and making any adjustments you need to. And as you can also see, before we didn't have this option to create a new appointment. So inside the admin panel, because remember guys, we're just in the admin panel, right? So right here, we can also create new appointments. So let's just say we wanted to log into our admin panel to check out our appointments that we have coming up, like let's say for today or whatnot, and we want to maybe book our sister. We know our sister's birthday is tomorrow. We can go ahead and click on new appointment, and we can go ahead and we can literally just start putting out everything we need. And we can go here to the customer and we can easily just add a new customer right in here. Now this is a bit skinny, so just make sure that you do your settings in terms of how wide the overall widget is in the editor mode. Just make sure you have it on full width. However, that's pretty much it, guys. This is how you can do the admin panel inside of your WordPress website for your Amelia bookings. And this is what it'll actually look like once you actually log into it as the admin. Now be sure you guys do have your notification bells on, because the next video we're going to be diving into how to add different forms or single service forms to a page. Now if that don't make any sense, don't worry, I got you. Just be sure you come back a little bit shortly, because I will be having that video launching soon. That's all I have for today's video. If you guys missed any of the previous ones, be sure to check the description. I'll have that details and all of that down below. Without further ado, I will see you guys in the next one.